Squats and deadlifts are the key exercises in any muscle building program. So all of your muscle building issues can be fixed by simply adding these exercises into your routine. So before the steroid era, the squat and the deadlift were looked at as the holy grail of muscle building, and you had absolutely no business not training them hard and with progression if you wanted to build an incredible physique. So guys back in the day like Arnold, Reg Park, they knew that their gains would be directly proportionate to the effort they put into squatting hard, intensely, and with progression. So your gains will absolutely be directly proportionate as a drug-free lifter to the effort you put into these lifts, and the stronger you get at them, the better your physique will look and the more muscle you will build. So people forget that squats and deadlifts have an unbelievable indirect effect on your physique. So when you do a barbell curl, they have a very strong direct effect on your biceps, but not much else. But when we're looking at squats and deadlifts, they have an absolute knockoff anabolic effect throughout the entire body. So the squat back in the day wasn't really called, they didn't refer to the exercise as the squat, they called it the growing exercise, because if you wanted to grow, you absolutely must be squatting and deadlifting for that matter as well. So people think the deadlift is not an incredible mass builder, but the fact of the matter is that there was only one study ever done comparing the squat to the deadlift, and they took a squat only group and a deadlift only group and found that the deadlift only group gained more muscle mass than the squat group. So the deadlift will build more muscle throughout your entire body than pretty much any other exercise. But if you combine squats and deadlifts together, you will have the biggest muscle building duo in fucking existence. So do not forget that if you want to build a jacked physique as a natural, it must not be forgotten that you have to prioritize your squats and your deadlifts. People think, yeah, squats and deadlifts won't have any effect on your aesthetic. There's no reason for doing them. But here's the fact of the matter, guys. Being aesthetic, despite what your favorite fitness influencers will say, who are all blasting shitloads of drugs, what it comes down to is building a lot of muscle and then getting lean. That's it. The guy with the most muscle who's also lean is going to have an aesthetic physique no matter what. Everything else is determined by your genetics, your muscle insertions, all of that bullshit. And the reality is no exercises will put more muscle on your body than squats and deadlifts. So you absolutely have to be fucking prioritizing these. It's become a trend to go against squats, go against deadlifts because, they're powerlifting lifts. But they are the most incredible mass builders you will ever lay your fucking eyes on. So as I said, your gains will be directly proportionate to the effort and the progression that you have on squats and deadlifts. I absolutely promise you, and I'm about getting my audience fucking results. I truly care. It is absolutely my purpose to help people build incredible physiques and change their lives, right? And I would have no business telling you not to squat and deadlift if that was truly what I wanted, in a sense, right? So that's why I'm telling you to do these lifts, not to torture you, not because they're brutally hard, but because they're going to give you the biggest effect out of anything else you'll do in the gym. And that was totally the case for me. So I used to train incredible upper body lifts, right? I used to train the best, like bench, overhead press, rows, weighted chin-ups. But my upper body never gained any significant size until I started prioritizing squats and deadlifts, because it has been known for a long time. This is actually a forgotten fact, that if you want to build a serious upper body, you first need to prioritize building the foundation and the size in your lower back and your legs. And this has absolutely been the case for me. I never ever saw incredible upper body progress until I really started prioritizing my squats and deadlifts. And there's also a little hidden benefit to them as well, and it's that if you're training squats and deadlifts really hard, they are fucking brutal exercises. Do not get it twisted. They are really hard. But this, first of all, has a knockoff effect throughout your entire life, because trust me, if you get under a heavy fucking squat bar, you lift a heavy deadlift off the ground, the rest of your week is going to seem easy. The rest of your week is going to seem like fucking nothing. So do not shy away from these exercises, as they'll have the biggest carryover into your life. The squats and deadlifts go much deeper than just building incredible physique. They have a very strong psychological effect, because there's something very scary, very daunting about putting fucking 300, 400 pounds on your fucking back and squatting it, knowing that you could get stapled, knowing that it could crush you. If you're doing a bench press, you could literally just you could have some safeties in place, and you could just let it drop and boom, you're done. You can get out. But no, like squats, regardless of if you have the safeties or not, it's gonna fucking bury you. It's gonna bury you if you can't lift it. And there's a strong character building aspect to these lifts that are gonna create an effect throughout your entire life. And they also create this effect in your training in the sense that every other lift you do is going to feel easy in comparison. So, if you're just accustomed to training bench, overhead press, weighted chin-ups, and you think those lifts are hard, fuck me. Train some squats and deadlifts, and holy shit, man. You like, those lifts are gonna feel like fucking fucking nothing. Even if you train them after squats and deadlifts, they're gonna feel like a piece of fucking cake. So literally there's so many reasons. I could go on forever about why you need to prioritize squats and deadlifts. Literally, you need to train these hard and with progression, and you have absolutely no business not training these if you want to build a serious physique and natural lift, if you want to reach your maximum muscular potential. So Tom Platz once said, he was like, you will simply not reach your maximum muscular potential if you are not squatting. It is the absolute growing exercise. Don't even call it the fucking squat. Call it the growing exercise. If you want to gain muscle, you must be fucking squatting, and the same can be said for deadlifts. This is why they are key exercises in my routine, and why I tell every person who comes into contact with me says I can't do squats and deadlifts. I'm like, why? Like, why? I want to find out that it's not just because they're really hard, because a lot of guys just don't train them because they're really hard. If you have serious reason to not train them, then I guess okay. But if it's because if you don't want to train them because they're hard, then you will never really reach your goals in your fitness, I promise you. And when it comes to being a minimalist, like I promote, not being in the gym very much, you will struggle to find any exercises that will give you a bigger bang for your buck when it comes to time invested in the gym. So you absolutely need to fucking prioritize squats and deadlifts, guys. My physique never got anywhere significant until I started squatting and deadlifting hard. And you don't need to put that much volume into these exercises. I do 2 to 3. I never do more than 2 sets for deadlifts. I train them in like a reverse pyramid style. So for deadlifts, I'll do first set 4 to 6, rest 5 minutes or so, go 6 to 8, and then I'm done. The deadlift does not need to be trained with much volume. It absolutely can't be, or else it will fucking bury you. 2 sets for the deadlift, even 2 sets for the squat. 6 to 8, 10 to 12. Literally, that's all you need. Train that once a week, guys, and holy fuck, you will never have any issues gaining muscle. I promise you. Combine that with proper rest, proper sleep, and obviously combine that with training some good upper body lifts like the bench, the overhead press, the weighted chin up, rows, and fucking hell, guys, you will put everyone in your gym to shame. Literally to shame, because nobody trains these lifts anymore. No one trains them. People think like, yeah, you're just a power lifter if you train squats and deadlifts. Absolute fucking horse shit. Absolute horse shit. It must never be forgotten that if you want to be fucking jacked, you must put a lot of effort into these lifts, okay? So don't take my word as the voice of God. Put this to the test. Train these lifts hard. You will see more muscle growth from these lifts than anything else you do in the fucking gym. Anything else, okay? So if you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like, subscribe. Hop on my free training programs, and as you guys will see, fucking squats and deadlifts are the key motherfucking exercises in those routines. So they're the first exercises you'll do in any of my training programs, because they're gonna give you the biggest bang for your buck, right? So hop on those free training programs. I love giving out really good free content. My priority is giving out better free content than what most people pay for, right? So obviously, pick up my free natural muscle building checklist. I'll send it to you for free. It is what I call the holy motherfucking Bible of natural fitness. Pick that shit up, and you'll never have any issues not gaining muscles in natty, bro. So we'll talk soon. Peace.